From Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park at Camden Yards. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Blake Snell. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Harold Ramirez, the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball one. Here's a rocket out to left. And there's one down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, Blake does everything right-handed except for everything he does while playing baseball. Next offering misses down and away. Good eye right there.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And now the lefty fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
You'll one. That's through there for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering way off the plate.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Rutschman right there to make the grab. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Everybody wanna go different ways. Everybody wanna have different tastes.
Back now at Oriole Park. And towing the slab in this one, Drew Rasmussen. Lots of punch-outs. A real strikeout artist, Singy.
Last time out, it just seemed like he wasn't trusting his stuff. He fell behind in the count, walked a number of guys. Today, he's got to pitch aggressively, and he's got to pitch inside.
And here is Cedric Mullins.
For the Orioles, the center fielder.
And a pitch. Ball one there. And a curve misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0 and delivers outside. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And stepping in is the speedy Gunnar Henderson, second in the American League in hitting. And that's in for a strike. No outs, runner on second. That's out to center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Adley Rutschman.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
And first offering is fouled off. Ripped on the ground to second. And the first run of the game comes across. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman.
That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. It's the Orioles 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, second inning set to go. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. Chris, you look at Blake Snell's resume, a former first-round pick by the Rays in 2011, but really blossomed quickly. Cy Young in 2018, he was an all-star that year, too. And, of course, pitched for the Rays against the Dodgers in the 2020 World Series. Now a screamer into the outfield, and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So digging in, Luke Raley. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Yeah, this guy really has solid stuff and can stand up when he's effective getting ahead of hitters early in the count. When he doesn't, those outings that maybe should have gone 7, maybe 8 innings end up being 5.
Fires to second for one. On to first, double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
And now it's Jose Siri. And there's a foul ball. And that's in there at the knees.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back here in Baltimore, here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Strike 2. And a pitch. Good eye right there. Swings and misses, and 1 out now.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
A dive, he's got it to first. Nicely done for the out. Wow, Singy, he showed off great reaction time and arm strength on that play. We need to take another look at it.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. I mean, the StatCast numbers are absolutely impressive, but that's one of those plays I appreciate more with the naked eye. The reflexes, top notch, and this guy's a magician with the glove.
2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Mateo now. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
The other way, and that's a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. The American League leader in batting average this season. Rudder breaks for third. Pulls that one foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the corner for a strike. Runner leads away at second. Swing, and that one hammered down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. They're going crazy in the dugout, and they add on. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now here is Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. Smoke to right, but he's got it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Welcome back onto the third inning. And now here is Curtis Mead. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Mead measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's a native of Australia. Next offering is in for a strike. And the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. And down on strikes. Now one away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, number 63. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty. Upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now Taylor Walls. There's a strike. Walls, 26 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. There's a strike.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 4-0.
What you waiting for? Come and get it. Come and get it. What you waiting for?
Set for the bottom of the third, and now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
The shortstop.
Rasmussen back to work.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. Ground ball right side. Walls throws to first.
One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Anthony Santander at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Raley makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
the catcher, number 20.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So, man aboard. Now, Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Walls throws to first, and that ends the inning. So one hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 4, the Rays nothing. On to the fourth. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Harold Ramirez. Here comes a pitch.
0-1.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out without a swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And now, Josh Lowe in there for strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Now 1-1. Next offering is down low. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Franco, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
The 1-1. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. Rays held in check here. They're down 4-0. And welcome back. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Makes the grab, one down.
The left fielder, number 3.
Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles, doubled in his first AB. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a tapper. On to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now back, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Ramon Urias now at the plate. He's already homered in this one. Oh, great stop. Throw to first in time. Got him. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're in front 4-0.
My mama told me never let that break down. She said, I remember, never surrender.
Back now at Oriole Park. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Isaac Paredes. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Now batting, right fielder, Luke.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Luke Raley next to hit for the Rays. That's in there. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And 1 away.
Now batting,
Jose Siri next to hit for the Rays. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Paredes, the base runner at first with 1 out. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. Caught him looking for the K.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Me stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1 ball, no strike.
And a rope into center field, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Number 63 takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Up the middle, Urias. They take the force out. That ends the frame. So the Rays strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. And the right-hander back to work. Stops it on a slide. Gathers and throws. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The center field.
I finally made up my mind and take a better stand. Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television.
So the lineup flips over. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Right-hander kicks, deals, stays alive. The punch out there, and there's two away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. And that one ripped into right. Raley makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, but they lead it 4-0. Back here in Baltimore, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Taylor Walls. Snell back to work. Just off the outside part of the plate. Up the middle, on the run, sends it over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That's a little bit low. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Ramirez into second, and he's got a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Next to hit, Josh Lowe. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Sends it to first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the shortstop, Wander.
Now batting Wander Franco. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. First pitch, and he just misses.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Man at second. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah,
he's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Orioles 4, the Rays nothing. Shane Baz on the pitch here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so Command and execution are huge for him.
So digging in, Anthony Santander.
The right fielder,
And a pitch. And that one upstairs. Santander in his 6th season, 28 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Siri makes the grab, and there's one down.
the first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Ripped on a line. That one hops against the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Mountcastle coming home. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Chapman measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground, a short could be 2. The throw to second, double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 5, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. The pitch. Bounce to third. Chapman over to first in time. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. And stepping in for the Rays, Luke Raley.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The wind of the pitch. That misses. 2-1.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
So up next, Jose Siri. First pitch, not close.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Mateo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Curtis Mead next to hit for the Rays. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. The Rays strand just the 1, still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
7th inning,
bottom of the 7th, and into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Siri makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting. The second baseman.
So digging in, Ramon Urias. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. In there, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Kicks and deals. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins.
I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody else's mission.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th, and now it's going to be number 63. The wind of the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Snell still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And now the lefty swings through that. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Quips it to Mountcastle, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The batter, number 6. Second
Next to hit, Taylor Walls. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Coming out for the Orioles, Craig Kimbrell.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Pitch is in there. Strike 1. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ramirez at the plate and takes high there.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side. Throws to first, and that is that. One left for Tampa. It's 5-0. And welcome back. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Towards first. The flip to the pitcher covering. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The right fielder, Anthony Santander.
And next for the Orioles, Anthony Santander. Foul ball. In the air, center field. Siri in position. And it's caught for the out. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a swing and a drive. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Orioles held in check there as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
I'm back in the saddle again. It's like the Wild Wild West, Cowboys and Indians.
Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the 9th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Wander Franco. Kimbrel back to work. Kimbrel, a 6-foot righty, 215 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. The 0-1. Lined into left center, base hit.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Isaac Paredes now. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And a good eye there. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes.
And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. Jose Siri next to hit for the Rays. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First offering misses the mark. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Franco leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump. And
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
5-0 the final in this one. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
I know Los Angeles. You never gonna see me. I'd rather be Canada.
First for the victorious Orioles, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.